I won't let the audio bleed it over. By the way,
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to find a clip.
Yeah.
It's a video you trying to find for what?
Don't worry. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it on camera.
What are you doing? Stop.
We're recording.
It's okay. It's fine.
We're
Yeah,
recording.
we're recording.
We're recording,
We're
right?
responsible.
Okay, cool. No, I'm happy we're recording. Now, should I just introduce the podcast right now? Because you guys are doing some weird thing behind my back right now.
Some weird thing that sounded like some treasonous stuff.
I feel like y'all trying to go coup d'etat. I feel like you trying to pull up like an old video of mine from like 2002, like my first song. You can't find it.
You gonna wake up tomorrow and see Larry O in that seat? We gonna AI Larry O.
That's OD.
In this seat.
Shout out to Larry O, by the way.
I don't want to say because I don't want to throw
Larry
like
O ordained me. Y'all saw the video. If y'all didn't see the videos online,
Oh yeah,
Give you the FL chain.
He
ordained me. I'm FL certified.
He's
now.
certified.
We should.
You know how Wavy be talking about y'all Pro Tools certified, y'all Avid certified, FL certified.
Right.
If you need a certification, my boy got the course. He just put out a course too. So shout out to Larry O. Yeah.
You chain me. Shout out to Larry O. First of all, I want to say shout out to all the dope creators because this is pretty much like we like obviously we were at NAMM and stuff like that, and shout out to just all the dope creators though. Like we met. Like can I say something that was refreshing about meeting the audio creators? You know how meeting like artists, right?
Yeah.
In person, you never know what you're gonna get. You be like, I hope this person's not an asshole. Everyone in the audio community that we met, bro, they were all so nice, bro. Everyone was nice.
Nah, they're pretty dope.
And way taller than me.
Yo, I was about to
Way
say,
taller.
Weaver is
6'5". Weaver's like 6'4",
Yeah, he's
bro.
mad.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna jump us.
Bolo,
By
the producer, looks like a football
Bolo,
player.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. When Bolo dapped me up, it hurt.
Yeah, I was like, yo, boy, you kind of tall, bro.
Like, what are you
Jason
doing?
Joshua, tall as hell.
Jason Joshua, tall as hell.
Bali, tall
Yo,
as hell.
Everyone's tall.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tall.
Sanjay C being tall
Yeah,
is
he's
the
mad tall.
weirdest thing in the world.
L.Dre, if y'all saw the Decap at L.Dre
I'm not gonna
episode,
lie
we
to
just
you.
look tiny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know, Jason, you look great. You're hitting the gym and everything. But I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
When we seen him, like, and this is just me. Don't get mad at these guys. This is just me, bro. You're in such like your upper body's in such shape. What I say to you? No, I'm not. What did I say to you when we first left? I was like, yo, he looks like a grizzly bear. Jason, you're like fucking ripped, bro.
Look at Courtney
You're
trying to
ripped.
get Orion early.
Stop crushing. Yeah, facts. Stop crushing on Jason. Stop crushing on my man.
I'm trying to
bro.
get a free Orion. Hey, man.
Yo, that was funny.
Nah, it was cool to see y'all guys, bro. Like it's unbelievable.
What's
to be
wild
honest.
is that last panel, which people are gonna see soon. Obviously, we was at the engineers booth. One thing. Shout out to Mixed by Ali too, man.
Son.
For really giving us that opportunity. Like that was a really
facts.
big deal.
Yeah, thank you.
That was life changing, to be honest, that whole experience. But when we had the last panel, when it was Jason Joshua,
Oh my
Mixed
God.
by Ali, Fabian,
Beautiful.
Soundwave, like
Insane.
yes, all four of them.
Yeah.
We got all four of them together, and we did an interview style. You'll see it soon. It'll be on the thing. Like I was looking at all of them, like, yo, why is everyone tall?
The Justice League.
As hell.
Everyone's tall, bro. I'm the shortest person in the game. Like I've just figured that out now. Like I'm the shortest person in the game.
Shout
It was
out
the
to everybody
Showtime
who met.
Lakers.
Yo, you know who was a weird person you met? Not weird person, but like
Strange to see in person.
yo, I met the people. I don't know. All right, this is very niche as far as locations go.
Uh-huh.
Pirate Studios. When I met them,
Yeah, that was a
blew
very
my
weird
mind.
interaction you told us you had.
That's a fact.
You know what scared me?
What?
So I don't know if that's the episode we put out, but Shore caught us talking. Well, it's caught them talking shit while we was on stage.
Who?
Yeah, I
No,
was
we
talking
wasn't
shit.
talking shit.
No, look. Can I tell y'all what happened? My
You got the
camera
short shirt on? Yes, gang. Yo, can I
Ooh.
tell you? Sure. So we was at.
Wait, let me tell the story.
Okay,
Is that my
fine.
camera?
I'll let you tell.
Is this camera on me? All right, so
Shout out
we was
to
doing a
Shore,
live
man.
pod.
Shout out Shore.
We was doing a live pod. We did a One Gotta Go, just mic companies. Shore was one of them. I was rooting for Shore. I said Shore is the greatest.
Me too, though.
I know. No.
You're
but
lying.
I was rooting.
You was taping for, and then I joined.
said,
Nah, we
I
was giving him.
Y'all gonna let me speak?
Go ahead,
You
I'm
see how
gonna-
you see how they overtalk the FL guy? I'm ordained now. I'm not gonna stand for that.
Shout out, Larry O. You chained me.
So Shore, I said Shore, Roland, and I forget what the
Neumann? Was
third.
it no?
It wasn't Neumann. I said-
Arteria?
No. I said Shore and Roland were two of the most important and greatest audio companies of all time.
You said that.
I didn't know Shore was there.
Yeah.
But they was just like, yeah.
We didn't know, but
y'all, they was
Lachard told
taping-
us. He was
You-
like, "Yo, Shore,"
yeah.
and I was like, "Yo, Shore in here," and we was like, "Oh, Shore," and
Yeah,
they
that
was
was
like,
pretty
and
dope.
they dads hit us with this.
Look.
I was like,
Yeah, they
In the
did.
middle of it, bro, I was fighting for
I
my life.
liked him.
Nah, we gotta put
gang.
that episode. I was fighting for my life, right?
Yeah, you was.
Because you was AKG gang,
I was AKG.
and I forget whose gang you were. Were you?
I believe
it
I
was
was
Shore,
Neumann.
AKG, and
Yeah.
Neumann.
And Neumann.
Yeah.
And
You was
I
Neumann.
was rude. I was like, yo, they made the SM58, the SM7B, yada yada.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, but it doesn't make them the greatest, yada yada. I was like, what
I
are you
couldn't-
talking about? Then my gang
Yeah.
rose up. I got back up. Niggas got scared.
I didn't get scared. I didn't get scared. It's just that when I saw them, it was just it threw me up because I was like, yo, we're talking. See it like
got
this.
scared.
Being at NAMM doing a pod was one of the weirdest experiences because it's like all the companies that we're talking about are literally
right there.
right here.
But they got
just
scared.
like-
They did get a little nervous.
Who?
You guys, for sure.
No, I didn't.
We said, hey, what's going on, Shore? So yeah, you
And
are right about that.
You are like
Yo, somebody like me, I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm ordained, bro. That's the episode name. I'm ordained. Listen to me. We was right next to Avid's booth.
And I was
And
riding.
I was killing him.
I was riding.
I was killing him. I had no backup. My backup was all the way in the corner. They was worried about some other stuff.
Did you see Avid recorded? They took our clip
clip,
of
yeah.
us talking about the inbox. I was like, oh, y'all snuck some content.
It was
bro.
like, ooh, sneaky,
I could have sworn I
Yo,
saw Garab with an iPad.
we was dead talking about the inbox studio with Avid and stuff, and then like we got off stage, and then I looked on Avid's Instagram. I was like, oh, y'all sneaky content. They recorded us talking clean. I was like, y'all chopped it up and everything like clean.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody we met at NAMM. Shout out to
fact.
everybody who rocked with the pod that pulled up on us.
that
made me get emotional.
Did that almost? Yeah, facts, bro. At NAMM we said, and Cam, which one is my camera? This one right here, the far one. Okay, when we were at NAMM, the biggest moment to me for this podcast was when, first of all, we had the early spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's light, like literally. Right before we went on, I was like, yo, there's nobody out there. Yeah. Remember that moment?
Facts.
I was like, no, but I was like, yo, let's go do our thing. Let's just go kill.
Yeah,
Let's just do our thing. It's
happen.
early, right? We gave us an early spot. As soon as we got on there, slowly but surely, people start coming. Then we starting to get really into our conversation. And I start to look around like, whoa, it's kind of packed over here.
Yeah.
And then I asked the question. I said, question, how many of y'all have heard of this podcast? Every single person rose their hand. And that
Shout out,
meant
y'all.
so much. So
Seriously.
thank you to all of y'all.
Shout out, y'all.
Everybody that came up to us at NAMM and was just like, bro, I listened to the thing. What made my day the most is when people are coming up to y'all
On the side,
Thank you, yeah.
and like,
It threw me
oh my
off,
God,
bro.
LJ, or oh my God, Courtney.
was
That
wild.
means
I'm
so
not
much
used
to
that.
me.
Yeah, it threw me off. I was just like,
It was
To
wild.
see that to happen to y'all
Yeah.
is different. Like it just hits so much. That's beautiful to me. You understand what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
that was dope. I appreciate y'all.
Probably my favorite moment on that stage was you pointing out Decap. That was funny.
That was hard.
That was a God given moment.
Because you know
I'm
what
not
it is?
gonna lie.
You watch them all the time. So when you see a person, it's like, yo, that's a real person. Like, it's
No, that's really what
fucking
happened.
Decap.
was the tallest person
On
I've
earth.
ever-
Fam.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone's
Super
tall.
tall.
He was
Like,
almost as tall as
I dapped him up. Like,
He was like,
I dapped him up.
Shout out to Decap.
Decap.
man.
Shout out to Decap.
Facts.
Well, you know, one thing I did like about what we did with Decap, we called him of the producer's producer.
Yes.
Because he makes so much stuff. Did you see what I put in the chat with Decap?
Yeah.
Baines was mixing. Shout out Baines. Baines was mixing I think a little keyed record. Like he
Yep.
was showing that thing,
And
and
it
literally
said
it said
Decap
Decap 808.
Can I tell you, me and Decap before the pod, remember, if y'all haven't watched the episode, y'all should check it out.
Y'all gotta
Facts.
check
It's
out
up
that
there now.
episode.
Check it out.
We started off
Legendary
that
episode.
podcast saying, yo, we had 3 podcasts before that.
We did.
And we literally spoke for 2 hours before we even.
We did because
Yeah, we
I
did.
was trying to set up.
For like 30 minutes, me and Decap, first of all, I showed him.
You was
my
talking to
damn
him,
template,
yeah.
But also, we went like record for record
Yeah.
because a lot, like, he knows a lot of people use his drums, but I don't think he knew. Like,
We learned that
especially-
he doesn't know. Like
especially for
the
his
extent.
for different niches, like for R&B,
Right.
we rock with Knock.
Yep.
Like
Facts, bro.
more than you would think. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I know he has a bunch of dope placements in rap, and
Yeah.
you know he did. I found out he did Joyner Lucas. Like
Yeah.
Joyner
Oh,
Lucas
yeah.
is the album
Yes.
that popped for him.
Yeah.
he did the first and last record.
He
When
got
I
a few
listened to him,
plaques.
I was like,
Yep.
He got a
Ooh.
few plaques.
he did do because that. I ain't gonna lie, it came out when I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
That album, bro. And
Oh, you was high
ADHD.
school. I'm sorry. I forgot how young you are. And I just said, damn, that was a long time ago. Oh.
ADHD.
That's not-
ADHD,
no.
ADHD came out the first year of the pandemic.
God,
ADHD.
damn.
No.
No.
Oh yeah,
ADHD?
it did.
It did.
Yeah, a
It
long
did?
period, yeah.
2019,
Wait,
2020.
Jonah Lucas, you saying, right?
Because-
the one with
because-
the hands?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because you know what
that's
you're
not
thinking
the
of?
album I'm talking about.
Oh,
His
okay.
classic is
It's the one before that.
The one before that.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
I feel you.
That's
I
when
feel
he
you.
first was coming up.
Yeah,
Yep.
so
Yeah, that was good.
Anyways, to show him like, yo, these are
Fam.
Grammy Award winners.
Yeah.
Like I played him like a her record. I was like, listen to this. Tell me these not your drums.
And he was like,
And
oh, it's my
everybody in the room
drums.
was like, oh, that's clearly his drum.
That was wild.
And it was just like, yo,
Yeah.
it's
Bro.
used heavily in our community.
Yeah, we said it. He's probably Mount Rushmore of splice packs.
You're a
Not
non-negotiable.
probably.
Yeah.
It's
He is.
him, Cashmere,
And-
what's his name?
And Oliver. Cam, who you think? Who you think?
And maybe Sample Soul, or what is it? Soul Magic?
He said, I don't want to get in this. Come on, Cam.
You don't want to
What
smoke?
was it called? The Soul Surplus, I think they named
So
it?
Soul Sample.
Origin Sound, I'm sorry.
Origin.
Origin Sound.
Origin Sound
They
is
make
awesome.
really good packs. I'm not
But
gonna
hey,
lie.
That's
shout
the
out
one I
Cymatics
was
as well.
Is it?
Shout out Cymatics. I'm saying
Cymatics
shout
not
out.
on
I said
Splice.
shout out
Oh, I thought-
Cymatics.
'cause
I'm
Origin
just
Sound-
saying shout out Cymatics.
Correlation, bro. Correlation.
I feel you.
Because Origin Sound reminds me of Cymatics a little bit.
Cymatics-ish,
It's just
yeah.
sample labels. It's sample label. That's what they call it.
Basically, sample labels. Okay, well,
Shout out to
Shout out
everybody
to
in
all
NAMM.
these music creators, by the way.
facts. And it was
Shout out to the short ones too.
who was short? No one was short. Shout out to. Can I say something? Shout out to the other pods that are doing
Yes.
audio pods like this.
Indeed.
And also, I made sure, and I'm gonna make a statement on here. There was a few people that came up to me and was like, "Yeah, I'm starting a pod. Similar to your," and I saw that they were nervous to say that, "Oh, it's similar to this one," feeling like, "Oh, I don't want to copy y'all."
Yeah.
No, copy it.
I want something to listen to, bro.
Me too.
I want to get
Same.
that feeling, bro.
Cop,
Same.
I want anybody that's listening to this, I want you to start a pod, if from
Facts.
an audio standpoint, because the
If you
more
have something to provide, if you have something to tell people,
give it.
don't just like. I don't want to see a bunch of people in a round table talking about Jason Joshua versus Dave Fasato versus battle. Actually,
I like that.
Shit.
We
That'd be
talking
kinda
about-
cool.
hold on.
I want-
Wait. This content. Edit that.
Facts.
Edit that.
I want facts. I was like, what are you doing? You know what to do. But I want to encourage, I just want to encourage all creators that watch us and stuff like that to not be afraid or feel like we're going to be like, oh, you copy it. Nah, we want as many people to make these podcasts as possible in our niche because it's only going to grow the community, help us understand. Like, it's so important in a community, right? To understand, okay, who's the GOATs? Who should we be looking at like, yo, these are people we should trust. This is garbage. Like, and I feel like our platform has become kind of like this medium between the OGs and the younger audience. Like, we become, because we know who is who.
Yeah.
But a lot of the younger cats might not know.
We
You
know who
understand
the
what I'm saying?
AIs are. We know who the. It's kind of. It's a basketball
Ooh, what you
conversation.
doing?
Why?
What you doing?
Because somebody like me who's younger and I never got to see Jordan play. I was born when LeBron got drafted.
Right.
So it's just like to see. We when you guys tell me Dave is very important and Dave helped it, I'm forced to believe. You know what I
Right.
mean? In a sense. So shout out to Dave being Michael Jordan.
Facts.
Shout out to Jason being Kobe.
Jason is definitely Kobe.
That
was so
you
good.
on one.
That was
you on
good.
one. That was great.
Yeah.
You know who Wade for me?
Huh?
Mixed by Ali is probably Wade.
Wait,
Wow.
Because he's so important. Nah, he's mad important to the city. Like, he's an important
To the
part
city?
of the city.
But that's why I think he's Braun in Cleveland. Braun specifically in Cleveland.
Ooh, I like that.
Mixed by Ali is Braun.
Braun
Yeah.
in Cleveland. Like,
He's LeBron.
what he did for the home team.
He's LeBron.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
Wins on wins. Damn, won a fucking Pulitzer.
Yep.
Pulitzer
Who else?
Prize.
Okay, this is good. Engineers to basketball players. Who else we got?
Um,
Who's an engineer? So Jason is Kobe.
Who's Mike Dean?
Ooh.
I want to know this from
oh
y'all.
shit.
This is what I want to know from y'all.
Oh, you know who
Who's
he
Mike
is
Dean?
to me?
Who's,
Dirk.
who's Mike Dean,
He
guys?
is
He's
Dirk.
Dirk Nowitzki.
That is a good.
He is Dirk Nowitzki.
That's good because he
That's
got
fire.
rings. He's respected.
And
That was
he's,
good.
he's in his own world.
He's in his own world.
And he's winning by
Yeah.
himself.
That's a
Like,
fact.
you know what I mean?
Name another engineer. Who else we got?
Mike Dean.
We interviewed. Damn, I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was so good.
Josh Goodwin.
I was thinking about
Ooh,
Josh.
Josh.
What is Josh Goodwin for us? He might be like a.
I got another great one too for you.
You want to say like a Curry?
Okay, because now you're in a great place.
Bad Bunny,
Because now you're in a great
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
So if Josh Goodwin's Curry,
He's Curry.
I'm gonna fill out the Splash Brother roster and say that Tizio is Jordan Poole.
It's Jordan. Nah,
I want to
No.
call him Jordan Poole.
he been getting
Because
that.
there's other engineers that work with Chris, but Tizio is that dude now for Chris, and it's like he's the new kid, but he's a staple for Chris.
I get that.
Tizio's been around for mad long. Don't
I
make a
think he's
mistake when I
bigger
say
than
he's
Jordan
the
Poole,
new
though.
kid.
I think
No, he's
bigger
bigger than
than
Jordan Poole.
So would you call him a Clay?
Trey Young.
I like where
He's Trey Young.
Because he's arrived. Because to me, all right, obviously
He's
we know
arrived.
Tizio is
like
been around for a
this.
long time, but I just feel like
I
yo
like
him
this.
like he's
Trey Young, I like that.
He's gonna be one of them dudes.
He's gonna
like,
be
CLA is Larry Bird.
Ooh, so who's Magic Johnson?
Oh wow, CLA is Larry Bird. Wait,
Yeah.
you went somewhere else. You went to a
CLA is
plug-in.
Larry Bird. No, Chris.
Oh,
Chris
Chris,
Lord Alge.
you are. Let me tell you how you youngins are. Y'all are so like, just only know the plugin
Connective to-
that y'all literally call Crystal and Algae CLA. That's OD.
What's good, CLA?
And
He is Bird.
Who would be Magic?
That was good.
Who
You're
is-
on one, bro.
Yo,
That
no,
was
he's
good.
really wildin'.
That was good.
Who's Magic though? Who is Magic?
Magic
think
Johnson.
Magic stayed in the league too. Oh, I think actually CLA. No,
Is
Eddie
both?
Kramer maybe.
Is who?
Magic.
Magic Johnson?
Nah,
That's
I don't think he's
crazy.
Magic Johnson. I don't think he's Magic
Oh
Johnson.
my God.
What?
Oh my God. Before we get back to the Magic Johnson then,
What?
who's Bob Clearmountain?
Oh.
Oh, that's the logo.
Yeah, yo, Jerry West. He is Jerry West.
That's my boy.
Bob Clearmountain is Jerry West. That's
Bob
a fact.
Clearmountain is Jerry West. Hard.
That was good.
That was really good.
Who's
I like
Guru?
that. Who's Guru?
Who's Guru?
Who
Is
is
Guru?
I know it.
Who's Guru?
Who's drafted for who's drafted over Jordan was the
Is
first.
he AI?
No.
Guru not AI?
Guru not AI.
I don't.
Guru too tall. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I'm going over-
Now you make
know
no
who he is?
sense.
Who's drafted over Jordan? Who's
Oh,
the
I
first
forgot.
pick in that?
Who's drafted over
Center.
Jordan?
He's a center. Rockets. Hakeem.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Olajuwon.
Oh, I like
Who is
that.
Hakeem.
That's
Okay.
tough. That's
Hakeem
tough.
Madrid.
That's
Okay,
tough.
I'll give you that. All right. Well, I got that. Do you still want to do a one gotta go? That was really cool.
That was
I
really
got
cool.
a better
I like
thing.
that.
I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
So I want to know. It's perfect topic, right?
What?
Who do y'all think? Cause I watched the old episode we did and we gave some flowers and yada yada. I
Yeah.
think we haven't done that in a minute,
Yeah.
and I do want to highlight some people that don't get spoken enough about.
Okay.
So I do want to ask y'all, who do y'all think is like one of those people, or who do you think has had the big unsung hero?
Gotcha.
Who do you think has had the biggest
In our community.
the biggest, I guess, accomplishments or biggest just inspiration,
Right.
whatever,
For our community.
to our community.
You want to go first?
Sure.
And unsung heroes. Let's just highlight our
Okay.
unsung heroes.
So he's not completely unsung in certain aspects,
Right.
but I actually have an interesting choice, and it's going to be one that I think is going to surprise the both of y'all because I don't give this guy a lot of flowers actually. From a technical standpoint, ironically, I'm actually going to give Aubrey Drake Graham a big shout out.
Oh.
And I want to give him a shout out because you actually put all of us onto this. In the early days of the Help Me Devvon tutorial channel. One thing that gets talked about, but not really as much anymore, I guess, with the focus of mixing and mastering and the loudest war, we've kind of gotten away from this when it comes to vocal mixing.
Yeah.
We don't really talk about the fact that Drake really made parallel compression the pop, like, it's part of the standard. It's part of the standard for not just rap, not just R&B.
Clean rap vocals.
Can we give that
rap vocals?
Do we give that
to Drake?
We're not gonna take away from Drake. Drake, we know
For
Drake.
sure,
is
of
Drake.
course, for sure.
Do we
Go
give
ahead.
that credit to 40?
For
Or
sure,
should we
for sure.
redirect that?
I'm fine with that. Either way,
The person who
I
just-
like that. I
Yo,
like that. I
yo,
like
what
that.
you
I
had
like
this morning,
that.
bro? Like,
Oh,
what was
come
you?
on, I'm
What you
ordained.
you
He woke
yeah,
up.
you
I'm
was-
ordained,
He had his
bro.
My man had breakfast.
I was in the gym
Folgers.
before
You ate
this.
breakfast?
He had his Wheaties.
You had breakfast.
He had his
Like,
Wheaties.
his mind is just working.
Come on,
He's
I have
feeling
Fruity
good.
Loops.
Yeah.
His fruit.
All right.
Oh,
That was
wow,
hard. You
that
killed
was
me. I ain't
good.
gonna lie. That was good. You
pretty
killed
pretty
that. Yo, you on? Yo, what's up with you, bro?
He ate his Wheaties,
Yo,
bro.
I feel like, you know how somebody said, yo, that's a clone? Like, that's not Gucci?
This is
Now
not
everybody look at
Levi's.
Gucci man, like, that's
This
not
ain't
Gucci.
LG. This ain't LG right now.
Yeah,
What's going on?
who is this? All right, well,
I like that though. I'll go with that.
I like
I'll go
going with
that.
40 because I will say,
Sonically, bro.
sonically,
For sure.
I'm not gonna lie, 40 helped us
Craft a sound.
discover basically kind of like lo-fying everything and letting that vocal be the focal up bars of that was hard.
Hard.
Give me
Hard.
I'm with you. Letting
he
the
using
vocal
focals?
be the focal. I knew he was gonna do that. You're a cornball. I knew he was gonna do that. But letting the vocal be the focal of the record as far as being like the most prominent, bright thing in the mix. Like that was a sonic shift. And on top of that, I feel like they kind of helped us cultivate like that clean, single rap vocal.
Can
Like
I also give 40
instead of like the
something?
double.
At 40, if you see this, I would like to give you credit for something. I don't know if you did it. I don't know if it was just the times. I could tell 40 didn't mix a Drake vocal if I heard a stutter vocal on it. I hated
For
the stutter.
real?
That like think
That
about
was
it.
a
It was
time.
all over Nicki's stuff.
Yes.
It was all over Wayne's stuff at the
Yeah.
time. But Drake didn't have it on his own stuff. Think about
He
it.
didn't do it a
He
lot.
didn't do it a lot.
And you know, like
But
I'm
that's
thinking of records that because Drake is known for having space in his like he
So
and
much-
that's what I take
huge.
from him from his writing. Like
Right.
Out of Time is one of my favorite Bryson records.
Got you.
And from 30 seconds, I remember the timestamps. From 33 seconds in the record to 45 seconds in the record. He started his verse, and then for 15 seconds he don't say nothing.
He don't say nothing.
And it's
and it's
hard.
vibing
It's like-
to the point where you're like
we don't
you're-
lose anything.
To the point where you got anxiety. You're like, oh, he coming back. Oh, he about to come back. And
it's
it
so hard.
vibes. That's
so
true.
yeah, we know
That's
he's known for making space, and I
Right.
feel like they figured out different creative ways to
Yeah.
use that space.
Right.
So that's
Like
probably
even in
that's
What's
probably
My
what I
Name,
say.
he was like, What was the first one? What's my name? And he had the math thing.
The square root of 69 is 8 something, right? Because I be trying to work it out.
But in that little space, he didn't like. And I've been trying to.
No,
it was like
clean.
It made sense. Anything that was done made
purposed.
sense, and I would love to give 40 those flowers. For that.
For sure.
I'll give 40 that, and also 40 uses, obviously he's like a Pro Tools guru, and
he uses FL as well.
he uses FL.
You lying.
He uses FL.
Oh my goodness.
Wait.
You've never seen that?
He uses FL.
You've never seen him actually produce and do his 40 trick? It's in
It's
FL.
in FL?
He uses an FL, yeah.
Wait, what do you mean it's 40 trick?
The down sample trick.
I thought he does that in Pro Tools.
No, that's an Edison trick.
I thought he does it in.
He probably developed
I've seen
a
it.
way to like bring it to Pro Tools.
Because Pro Tools has
Yeah.
Pro Tools to me, and this is the rare time.
If
Pro
I'm not
Tools
mistaken, guys.
probably to me has one of my favorite top 3 like lo-fi downsampling plugins on earth. Like,
and in that
so
top
good.
3, I fill that also out with FL's Edison. The way Edison can, it's not Edison.
Is top 3. I
it's
think
the,
Edison is top 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's
The
not
way it does manipulate samples from a downsampling perspective. LJ and Larry O and the FL crew got it. I will say.
I'll give you.
And Ableton has a clean algorithm too, but like y'all two lead that for
Yo,
sure.
Larry O my OG now?
He is your OG.
He's my OG?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Y'all are my North
We really
Stars
made
for
friends,
FL.
bro.
No. Real
Like,
talk.
and we're gonna
I'm
have
happy.
Larry O on. Like,
Yeah, for
Larry
sure,
O's
for
gonna
sure,
come
L.Dre's
for
in.
so
sure.
chill, bro. Like,
L.Dre is the
I've never
calmest.
met a
Super
chiller, like,
calm
yeah.
guy.
He
He calm.
commented on my post. He was like, "Oh, don't mind me. I'm just an Ableton user showing love." I was just like, "Wow."
Love
Yeah,
it.
I love
cool.
them. So I'll name my person that I think
Yes.
played. And I'm not saying they played the biggest part in the world, but somebody that I think really contributed from a sonic standpoint is I'm gonna say Dr. Dre.
Cool.
Ooh, that's
And
a great choice.
The reason I'm gonna say Dr. Dre is for first the surface stuff of we all know, really changing how rap sounded, right?
Right.
Where it went from that dirty, grungy, boom bap kind of feel to that clean, hard hitting SSL, like just that sound
Analog
that he created.
sound.
Analog sound.
The cleaner analog sound.
For sure.
Yeah.
So he was hitting, and I've been watching a lot of stuff on him. He was just hitting the crap out of that board, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was hitting it.
Beaten to death.
Son, he had the sexiest board I've ever seen on that Super Bowl. I know it wasn't a real board. I wonder if it was a
nice.
real
Right?
board.
It
But
looked
that
dope,
all
though.
white board,
That was
I
fire.
It looked
I
fire.
would mix on
That was hard. To do that. It was hard.
I forgot where we learned about it or where we heard it talked about, but that whole thing about the
mix bus?
the mentality between like how there's a 1 and 2 on boards, and sometimes you have that extra channel, and it was because normally engineers would beat like 1 and 2 to snot.
So one sounds different from two. So sometimes I'll go to sometimes if I have an interface, I'll be like, yo, instead of plugging in a 1 on the preamp, I'll plug in a 4.
into 4.
Because I'm like, yo, 4 is fresher.
I've used all these before.
Yeah.
Like that
Right.
kind of experimentation is just like, again,
Right.
and Dre and all his peers in hip hop at that time really brought the evolution of that sound to the forefront.
Yeah.
That's mad tough. That's a great choice.
Yeah. Because it's cleaner. Like that sound was just he just created a much cleaner sound that I think that a lot of people that just literally changed everything, dog. Like it
real talk.
it kind of helped us get hip hop to like a pop kind of standpoint.
Exactly, because on the East Coast, the East Coast was known for just being
Dirty, grungy,
lo-fi, literally lo-fi,
Lo-fi.
low fidelity. Wow, I can't speak.
Shout out Knife Wonder.
But he went. Oh, shout out to Knife.
Yeah.
He created a sound for the West.
Yeah.
The West sounded cleaner. It
Yeah.
was more palatable.
Synthy.
On urban radio, even
Right.
though
Way more palatable. Love that
content
word.
Was, I don't know. We don't even need to talk about content. Just the sonics of it. He created something incredible.
Incredible,
Shout
yeah.
out to Dr. Dre.
Shout out to Dr. Dre. So mine goes to
And
Dr.
if
Dre.
I ever meet him, I really want to know
What?
because I am critical on certain albums. Certain albums. So
Okay.
444, I'm critical on the mixing, obviously,
Right.
but that's just a recording thing.
Of course.
And I wonder, like with Compton, because I go back to that album a lot.
Okay.
And that's his newest album, if you don't know, 2015-ish, 2016.
Yeah, okay.
And the mixes are like you could tell it's still in that same world,
Right.
but just the quality isn't. It didn't age well. So I wonder what was it? Was he mixing in Beats headphones? Ooh.
No. I think that
Think about it. Think about
That'd
it.
be
Jason
interesting.
Joshua actually brought this up. I'm glad you actually said it because Jason Joshua brought up, he said Dr. Dre always has an engineer with him during the mixing process. I could be wrong. I got this from Jason. I hope I'm not misquoting him, but he said that Dr. Dre always has someone that mixes also with him when he's doing those records.
Almost
and
like a
stuff
North
like
Star
that.
reference.
For sure. But sometimes, and I always tell people, sometimes when it comes to mixes, whether we like them or not, sometimes it's still on purpose,
Yes,
right? Like it's
absolutely.
intentional to be like, I want it to feel like the old vintage kind of stuff. And sometimes if you feel like, okay, well, I want to update the sound, it changes the feel. So I can see it from that standpoint as well. Shout out to Dr. Dre. That's mine for now. Who you got?
That was this person. He did his 40.
Oh, that's right. You did 40.
40
it's you, right?
slash Drake.
Okay,
40
so
slash Drake. Yep.
I got two people I want to highlight at the same time.
Of course,
I
I have it written, so I have notes.
You're responsible.
Jean Marie Canny and Frank Van Bison. These are the founders and current CTO and COO of Imageline FL Studio.
Holy crap.
I would love to show love to you guys because you changed a generation.
That's pretty dope.
Producers. Shout out to
y'all.
y'all.
That's a very wholesome moment.
But I'll tell you who I really like had in my mind the entire time.
Okay.
And it's kind of left because y'all have some icons in the music world.
Right.
I have somebody that's not an icon in the music world, but I think he deserves a statue. Like Steve Jobs.
Wow.
For sure.
Steve Jobs
For sure,
has
without a
done
doubt.
so much for the music industry, the
That's
audio
interesting.
technology industry.
The creative industry as well.
I feel like I don't know much about Steve, but I feel like he had some type of passion or just love for music. Or just I don't know.
Right.
But there was something there because there's so many ways he changed
Music.
the music and he saved us at one point.
So I was going to bring that up where
the LimeWire thing and
saying
everything,
he
digital
saved us
download.
because him with creating the ecosystem of Apple and iPhones.
Yeah.
Not even iPhone, iPods.
iPods. Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Let's
sorry.
start there. Let's start
iPods. He gave us a device that made it super cool.
Yeah.
To like, yo, do the
Music,
ethical,
music.
right? Be more ethical about it.
There was no pods back then. There was no screen. It was just music,
Right.
music.
How was we listening to music before?
MP3
Walkmans,
players
I don't
and
know,
Walkmans
radio?
and stuff. He turned portable like music listening into a way of life.
Oh,
So we
Instead
was
of
doing
just having
CD.
to
So
be
it was
separate.
CDs and
CD
Walkmans.
players, Walkmans.
Whoa.
And then
He
the
made it
iPod
so cool. Y'all had like
was
35.
the first fashion statement in music.
It was fashion.
Y'all had like
I love that shit.
3,500 songs y'all had access to.
Oh my gosh.
Shout
Hey,
out.
let me tell you something. And I would have to swap them hoes out.
Exactly.
For real? 3,500
Yeah.
wasn't enough for you?
Bro,
No,
it was
it
music.
happens.
Because we was still
new
because
music
we
was
was still
coming out.
we was still pirating back then too.
And he changed and fixed that.
He fixed
it.
He brought the iTunes, and that came out after iPod.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
The iTunes, that whole
So you buy it?
synchronization
Incredible.
with the iPod was insane.
I'm not gonna
he
lie,
made
I
it-
couldn't believe that as a kid to see that I could purchase a song for $1, like $30.
$1.
That I was like, wow,
instantaneously. See, and what the crazy thing about that was, it's just like, damn, he really did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
He's
because
that dude.
when I think about iTunes, I say he made it so convenient
Yes.
that you was like, I'll pay for that.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
it's worth it.
And that's my thing about, from streaming and all the issues and stuff that we always bring up. It's like, if you make something extremely convenient, people will pay.
Yes.
If it's better.
I really wish he was still here because I feel like
I'd be scared if who knows what he would have
done
done
or he would have taken
by
us
Because
now.
can I tell you something?
From a good
in a
standpoint.
time
For sure.
where people did not know what the value of music was.
Yeah.
he put a value on it.
He did.
Indeed.
And we're back in that time where
That's
we
true.
do not know what a song is worth.
Oh my gosh, that's so right.
Wow.
I feel like there would have been something, and I will credit Apple because obviously he couldn't have done this alone. There were people with him. He had industry with him, but I will put him as the man because he did run the whole. He was
the forefront.
Driving
He was
the driving the boat
driving
like
thing.
Kodak.
You know who doesn't get talked about enough though? There's a great documentary that I just watched, docudrama. I love docudrama. That's my new vibe.
That should
Where
drama,
basically as
drama.
actors acting out and telling you the story.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy that created Spotify.
Oh yeah,
No, bro, there's a doc out.
Yes.
It is OD.
Can I tell you
His
something?
story is crazy.
I found out that Microsoft created the first streaming service ever. Way
was it
back
called?
then with the Zoom stuff.
The Zoom.
Because it had the interface where you could pay monthly.
Bro.
You would have your batch of songs, and yeah, you just pay monthly and you get the records for free.
You know who I thought was early, who was really early to it? Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was,
Because they had Beats Audio.
Yes, sir.
But then I think Apple.
that's
Apple.
the
crazy.
Zoom
Wow.
stuff was. I'm talking 05.
That was a streaming
Think about
service.
that.
I'm talking 05.
Oh, you talking about old?
Like
They were ahead of the game.
Old D ahead.
They
of
were way
Shout
ahead.
out
Zooms
to
is
Dre
crazy.
again with the beats. Yo, I never got to try that, and I hate it because
What?
I keep when you go in your nostalgia run and you have a bunch of songs playing
Yeah.
on the TV. And whenever, remember that whole era of 2014 or like 2016, where every video would start the same, it would be the Beats pill, and then it'd be the phone. It'd be like, I want to listen to while feeling like, the little mood generator.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish I got to experience that. I can't.
Yeah, sorry.
It was a tough
Sorry,
rollout.
yo,
It was a
got
tough
yo,
rollout.
Buck.
We're still on Apple. Look at that, Dr. Dre. It went so.
That's
come
wild.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I ain't
was
gonna
a
lie.
good-
Like Shaq
that
and
was
Penny.
really
That
good.
was-
That was like a
That
good.
was a good.
That was a
That
good-
was
And
really
Drake
good.
had a deal with Apple.
With
Yeah,
Apple?
they bought
Oh.
Beats. Do you think
This
that
episode is sponsored by Logic Pro.
I would
Imagine Logic.
Nigga,
Fuck with your boys.
I think
get yourself.
Apple. I think. Damn. Oh, do you think that Apple, right?
Okay.
Bought Beats to get them out the way?
I feel like it made too much sense because that they knew iTunes was on its way out because of the rise of streaming with Spotify
Right.
starting to gain traction. They were early to that. So Beats Music, they can easily take that off. Remember Beats Radio? So remember when we didn't know if Pandora and Sirius was going to be the next thing up?
Yeah,
So they got that out of
Pandora,
that
right.
on top of just...
Right.
Listen, Beats was the biggest thing in urban music.
It was. It
So
was.
they got hardware out of it, and it wasn't. I don't think it
Yes.
was at the time to get them out of business. But when they realized, hey, we can create these little bucks.
was a business
'Cause can I tell you
asset.
something? I think that is the most innovative thing that Apple
Apple's
has done
ever done.
In a
No,
while.
relax.
Yeah, I don't think.
Not
They
like
created-
ever, but like
No,
one of- like a
Since-
top five.
since the
Since
death,
the iPod?
since the death
of
of Steve
Okay.
Jobs.
Okay. Post Steve
I feel
Jobs.
like that is Tim Cook. I think that is the single number one thing he's done,
done,
with
okay.
the company.
Okay.
Because everything else has been an extension. But
Yeah.
that AirPod thing
is
nobody,
But it's
like,
really genius.
wireless Bluetooth that sync to each other. Like at the time,
Read your messages, all that
it was
stuff.
not that dope.
It
It's hard.
wasn't.
And even when they tried to make clones or other companies try to do, you have to do one at a time and one might be laggy.
Yeah.
Like they
Yep.
figured it out,
They
made it
figured it
so
out.
seamless.
Right.
And the one thing with Apple that the reason that they're number one, at least in the States, is because we're lazy sacks of shits and we love convenience.
That's
For
right.
sure.
That and
and
that is
it brings me to my last point about
Okay.
Steve Jobs.
what is it?
The development of GarageBand and the acquisition of Logic.
Oh yeah.
They bought Logic.
Yes, and they
Oh,
developed
they bought-
GarageBand. So
And
they took-
why do you think? And, which is amazing, because every Mac had
exactly
GarageBand.
That's
that was
literally the
incredible.
point. It was the access. It allowed free access to music creation. I'm sure a lot of people, whether they use
We all started there.
As kids,
We
in
all
school,
started there.
I grew up in an era where they were starting to have Mac rooms in school and everything. So
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
GarageBand
Yep.
was
Yeah.
there. Even if I didn't know what I was doing, that
Right.
might have been my first door. Who knows? But even if I didn't know what I was doing, hey, let's play around.
You
Music
had it,
classes,
right.
GarageBand.
was lit.
So-
And then the acquisition of Logic, they took all the pro features of that with the interface of GarageBand.
Right.
And people, they created a pipeline where you can grow with the product.
Right. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We got to give GarageBand its flowers.
Yes, no.
It is
deserves
probably the highest quality free DAW. Is it
Yeah.
free?
Not probably. It
It is.
the
It's the highest quality free DAW out
After
there.
FL Studios free version, it's now played.
That's cap. First of all, what is your free version? What's the problem?
There's
can't
nothing.
save, right?
There's nothing. It's you
What can't you
download
do?
it. You can't reopen. You
can't
That's
reopen.
nasty.
But you can save it. It's literally
Ain't
fully
that nasty?
featured
Yeah.
FL.
I'm about to say it used to be you couldn't save it. Now they're just like, all right, you can save it, you can't reopen it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I
What does
think
that
that's
even
hard.
mean?
You
can save the file. When you buy it, you can reopen.
I'm
that
about to say
file.
it's the same, bro. It's the same
Simple.
concept as you can't save the file.
What?
FL is so dirty. They said if
think
you
about it,
don't
it's
pay for
genius.
this, you don't own this song.
Do you
If
know
you
how
think about it,
sick of
that's
that is?
genius.
Do you know how sick
is.
that is from a programmer standpoint? It's
Love
like,
you
yo,
guys. Love you,
let
FL.
them
Love you,
save
this
it.
line.
Don't
Hey.
let them open that.
Don't let them open that.
Think about it. What's the difference? I'll put. You know what? I'm gonna make it personal. We can edit this out if needed. Right?
Go ahead.
We're about to end this podcast.
HMD
so hard.
Rosetta EQ.
Here we go.
My 7-day free trial.
Coming soon.
When that trial is we just leaked it. I don't care.
It leaked, yeah.
Hey, when that trial ends and I can't reopen my damn plugin, what do I do?
You gonna type in helpmedevon.com and you gonna pay and you gonna buy that motherfucker.
So what's the difference? The only difference is it's a lifetime free trial. You know what we used to do?
It's
back
a
in the
whole
day?
doll though. That's
You know,
all we need.
you know what we used to do back in the day?
What?
Never turn off our computer
That's nasty.
and just
You
have
just
a
have it
bunch of
sitting
FL.
up.
We have a bunch of FL joints and then we bounce that shit when we done.
That's nasty work.
Hey,
They was
but it gave us the
playing,
access. But no. This is not about FL. This is about GarageBand. GarageBand does deserve it. I
It's
think
flowers.
GarageBand is one of the sexier DAWs. I just feel like it's underage
It
compared
is.
to Logic.
It
So
is.
shout out to Logic for being a baddie. He created a palatable DAW.
It is.
Not just
Easy to
a
use.
functioning one.
True.
Pro Tools, I open it, I get confused.
I can understand that.
Ableton, I open it, I start typing.
Interesting.
Like,
That's
it's
interesting.
He's making an
Excel.
essay.
It's Excel. It's just
It's
an
Excel
essay.
spreadsheet.
He's making an essay. He's not making.
But Logic, literally, you open and you said, I don't know what he's talking about, but he said FL. He opens it. He doesn't know what to do. That was fucking
I
stupid.
didn't know what to do. It just was like, I'm clicking too many goddamn buttons right now.
GarageBand
pattern
like you
one.
open up GarageBand, you open up Logic, and you know what the hell you're
That's
here
true.
for.
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty
I
clean.
will say one thing I would love to see Tim Cook and the rest of the team develop and further add to the Logic ecosystem. Again, on Leavens' this tidbit. Shout out also Steve Jobs for also as a creator and as a company with Apple believing in lossless audio since like day one
From
and
the
trying to
beginning.
find that journey to like get it to the consumer standpoint.
Yep. Master for Apple. Remember 24-bit uploads.
And the first,
Oh,
I
did
think
Steve Jobs bring M4A into the building?
I'm about to say, yep.
Let's think about it.
that's my
fir-
favorite compression
first
format.
music,
You know the vibe.
first DSP platform to fully support lossless too, right?
Yeah. Probably. I'm not 2,000.
if that's
I'm not
correct.
1,000, but I hope. Yeah, I think that's
Once
correct.
they bring Logic into 96, 882, whatever kilohertz sampling rate,
Wow,
and then
high.
with lossless, because it's what 24-bit depth right now.
24-bit.
They're not still at the 32 max yet.
No. For
Once
streaming?
they
No,
float,
not 32-bit.
No. So to
Float?
create in Logic, are they at 32-bit float?
I'm so sure. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
so sure they could do 32-bit.
Man, FL is there.
Yeah.
Like, come
FL
on.
can do. Everybody can do it
I don't
now.
know.
Alright,
Nah,
just
I hear
'cause
you.
FL can do it don't mean everybody can do it.
GarageBand can't do 24-bit.
I don't think Logic can. Well, Logic can.
I mean,
only
excuse
do
me,
24.
GarageBand, sorry.
Logic can only do 24-bit max. I think.
No, I
could
think
be
they can
wrong.
do 32.
They can do 32
And
bit float.
there's a Logic
That's
user
wavy.
right now
That's wavy.
screaming at us in the
Just
screen.
like you don't know anything.
Motherfuckers.
No, if we're wrong, correct us for sure.
And on that, we're gonna
Wait,
end.
wait.
I never
You gotta
introduced
give
this
us
podcast. You know that?
Hey,
Wow, we
It
didn't.
is what it is. They know by now. Come on, you click.
They know us by
All right,
now.
don't
for
get too
sure.
cocky.
Hold
on now.
But one last
Hold on
thing
now.
for
Hurry up.
Steve Jobs is not that big, but it panned out.
Handout?
It panned
Oh,
out.
panned out. What?
Over the years because we're affected by it now. He introduced the partnership between Apple and Dolby, and that relationship stuck around to the point where Logic got Apple Music, just the access to Dolby Atmos.
It's wild.
I'm telling you, if you're a creative in 2023, it has never been a better time to buy Apple. This is not a sponsorship,
It's
but
not.
it's
But
just
you-
what it is.
but y'all can
it's
send that,
just
though.
what it is.
Y'all can send that though.
Facts.
If you're feeling good,
But
send that.
back
though.
to you, my boy.
Yo, but thank you. We appreciate you guys. I feel like we gave a lot of flowers to a lot of
did.
stuff. This is a very humbling episode. I feel like that because
Yeah.
I think this is like we're off a high, coming off a NAMM and just like appreciating everyone and stuff like that. But
We haven't talked about this as well either, but just putting it out there. It's also Leavens put it into my head when we was at NAMM. It's hip hop 50. It's 50th to hip hop.
I know,
yeah,
yeah, facts. That too.
So there's most likely gonna be a lot of flowers. This
Yeah,
year,
there's gonna be a
for
lot of
sure.
flowers, and we got something special at the end of the year for my audio nerds. You know the vibes. But it's your boy Devvon Terrell. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Also, make sure you rate us on Apple Music as well as Spotify podcast. And please, anybody that does it, please put your @name and leave us a review. We'll give you a free copy of the HMD Rosetta EQ. It's your boy Devvon Terrell. To the left of me,
LJ.
to the right of me,
Courtney.
and we're out of here until next time, y'all.
Courtney. Come on.
Damn, I never
good.
did the math on that
Courtney.
one. Courtney, that's hard.
Courtney.
Oh, don't let him fall on his knee now.